I haven't hooked up anything yet. I have no clue who can hear me. Is it connected to the right thing? Only one way to tell. Oh, yep, it's connected to the right thing. Am I loud enough? I don't think I'm loud enough. Yeah, I'm good enough. Yeah, I'm peaking. I'm good. Cool. So Discord, everyone. And if you chat enough and everything, you can get access to the beta tester room and get access to my beta plugins. But I should have put the Game Jam stuff here, but takes effort to put it in the right room. So we're gonna start the Build Your Own Game Jam stuff. Start, quote unquote. I've been working on plugins, or a couple plugins. I've been working on the 3 actor plugins that haven't been released yet. They're going to be used in my Game Jam game and my main project once I start it. So I'm going to show you guys how to really properly make a long-term project. So I'm going to use Git as my source version control. Why you need version control, make RPG Maker play nicely with your version control, all of that. I am 15 pushes away behind the community project. That sucks. But we're getting there. Okay. So first things first, we're going to have to name the repository for what we're going to put our code stuff in. So we're just going to call this BYOGJ for now. Don't need to add a description. Need to give it a path. Don't need to put in a README. Doesn't need to. Git and null you might need. There's one that I use quite often, but it's not a preset, so none for that. And license if you want to license it. For right now, we're going to go none. Create a repo. Cool. Nothing fancy here, just an empty repo. If you go show, give me a second to, there we go. If you go into the directory, doesn't show anything. Git and Git attributes are Git files, and it, quick summary, Git folder contains all your changes and everything that you'll make. Git attributes stores the various states, traits that you programmed it for. So now we go to new project, slide it up here, and I'm going to have put a code name for it just so that you guys don't know exactly which one's mine until you start playing it. So it's going to be called, what was it? SDS. And it's so that I can forget what SDS is and accidentally delete it in the future. Just, that's how that works. Come on. I'm actually filling up my D drive pretty quickly. I might actually need to do a quick clean eventually. Okay, cool. So, we didn't put it in the right place. Well, we always can do this. Where's the SDS? There we go. Cut it. Paste. Oh, it's opened by another program. Close it. Paste. There you go. And that's all you need to do to really get it into your Git. This is going to give you all the file changes. You can just be like initialized RPG Maker game. Commit to main, commit to master. We'll go over that soon. But all this is doing is putting all the file changes you've done into history. Is attempting to launch with file optimization parameters shown. If you do not, okay. There we go. Steam was weird there. It was like, what are you doing here? So it's going to take forever for it to crunch that. So as it's doing that, we're going to just move forward with our project. Okay. So first things first, grab all my plugins. So you do not need to grab all my plugins to work with Git. That's just me loving my plugins, so I'm grabbing all of them. We're going to call this SDR or SDS, and we'll include a note section, and we'll include it in my format. Save. We're gonna put it in the BYOGJ SDS JS plugins and just dump it in there. Cool. Boom. How many plugins do I have next release? Next release will be 23 plugins. We're getting there, guys. Almost 25 soon. Okay. Hit OK, hit apply, hit OK. Cool. So, what I wanted to do today was start working on the actual dungeon portion. So, we're going to call this, we're going to call it dungeon. I don't think I'm going to have multiple dungeons yet. We need to create a new tile set. That's what I wanted to do also. Let's play around with that data first. This stream is going to be just me jumping around in development, so you get to see my brain process in real time. Okay, so 1920 by 1080, I think that's appropriate. Give me a second. Yeah. 1920 by 1080. Progressive HD TV. Cool. Cool. So 1920 by 1080. Ooh, not 1088. 1080. Okay. So that's what we want. Then we want 1920. What ratio do we want? Okay. I need to, we'll go 50 by 50 for now. All this is going to make sense. I'm trying to get the tiling so it shows a certain amount of tiles on all screens, but its resolution defaults is 1920 by 1080. So we need to go to layer, drop scale, options. There we go. So if we do 19 by 10, that will be that long. And let's just start drawing. We want a dungeon. Thank you. So let's draw a basic dungeon real quick. Boom. 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 Grab this, fill that, done. Okay. Let's dump the player roughly in the middle. I think that's the middle. And then if I go to play game, what do we get? Drop that back so people know that's my plugin generator. Cool. It's so cool how the audio, having bone conductive headphones makes it so weird. Okay, so if we go in here, cool, it looks bad. But that's the ratio it's gonna put it in. roughly. No. No, 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 no. That's not the ratio. This is the ratio it's going to try to put it in. The question is, do we want it to stretch? So let's go 19 by 10. Yeah, let's just go 19 by 10, see what it looks like. This is going to mess up our thing here, so we're just going to drop that down to 0 for now. I don't think the menu is going to appear, but, or it's going to appear like a mess, but we're going to see where the tires appear at. Give me a second, I need to like resize this and then slide it over. Okay, look at that mess. There we go. So, okay, so the next thing we need to do is resize the map. So, we have it 19 by 10 right now. Boom. Playtest. It's gonna look horrible. Cool. Then we're gonna make this four screen. Okay. So 19 by 10 looks pretty good there. Doesn't look good there. Okay, so let's figure out what this is. So this would be 19 times 48. 19 times 48 and 10 times 48. So 1912 by 480. So let's try that. 912 by 480. Okay. So again, the UI is going to look like a mess, but that's going to be its default standard. Not bad. When we go full screen, it looks like it cuts off on the top and bottom, which I don't mind. I'm going to take this to my other one. Let me see. Can I show you guys what it's going to look like on a standard? No, there we go. Give me a second. Let me see if I can like put it in a corner and then drag it to standard res. There you go. Nope. I have no clue why it keeps resizing, but standard res pretty much is this. Which, that's not bad. I don't mind that. Let's see. If I cut the tile by a corner, that would make it fill with the sides having black bars instead of top and bottom here. I wonder if I cut it by two corners, will you even notice? Let's try that. So we're gonna grab this, move it over 2, then cut it by 2. So 17 by 10, almost default ratio. 17 times 48, 1816. Don't mind that, I'll fix that. I like the size. And I still get the little, oh no, it's cutting off, is it? Yeah, it's cutting off the top. I wonder if I cut it shorter. Let's see if we, or let's see if we add 48 to this. So that'd be 864. Little non-traditional, but I wonder if that's going to get me my ratio I want. Don't care. No, that just makes the ratio the same. So that's the same ratio that 4 screening in 1920 gives me. Okay, so if that's the same ratio, we can expand it up a little bit. And that would give me that. Or, oopsie. Can we stretch it out? And no, stretching it out is not going to help me. That's going to keep making it further and further away. And if we congest it down, it's going to just crunch it. Okay. So, let's think about this. How many internal spaces do I want? Well, I guess the first question is, do I want double walls? And the answer is yes. So let's grab double walls. Done. Yeah. Double wall, yeah, that one looks ugly. There we go. Yeah, that looks disgustingly repetitive. That's at least not bad. That's not bad either. These walls are not great looking. Whoa. Let's go with that for now. These walls are not to be rude, but they're a little repetitive and not in the good way. We'll go with that. We're just, for now, we'll just do that. Make it look at least good. Okay, so I want 5 internal. So there's 5 internal. And then if I go that way, that is 6, right? 7. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we do 5 by 10, that's that. Copy this over here and bring this up 1. Okay, so that would be -1 here, and 1, 2, 3. So up 4. So 13 by 9. If we go here, what is 1920 over 1080 is equal to, I'm gonna do Wolfram Alpha on this thing. Okay, Wolfram Alpha this. 1920 over 1080. That's going to give us our ratio. Then we times that by the top value, bottom value. Top value. So if I times that by 10, no, 19. Oh, no, it's x over 10. That should give us 19 roughly, 19.2. Okay, 1080. Happy. Gosh. Why is it not giving us... Oh. Equals 0. Because these two need to equal each other. No? I hate my life. 1920. There we go. Cool. We're choosing 9 instead. So what should the width be? 16. It says if it's 9, this should be 16. That gives us 3 more long. I think we could do 13, 9 and stretch it out nicely. So let's do that. So that'd be 816 by 624. And we're just copy. We can't. 816, 624. Just returning it back to some normal values so we can see what it looks like. Okay, in a normal resolution. In a large. But the thing is it's not... We need to make the menu smaller than the tires. Because it's going to go based on tire or menu, because it doesn't know which one's the bigger one. So, new. So that looks nice. I like that. And if we make it 4 screen, it's not bad. I don't think that's bad. Yes, I am here. You are here too. And I'm working on getting my scaling correct. And I think my scaling is not bad. If we expand it a little bit, it will... No, I don't think this is... I think this is perfectly fine scaling-wise. So... Copy this. We're just going to wander about it real quick. So, we're going to have, we're going to need to scale this. This will be 13 by 9. And if we were trying to place our characters in the center, that would be here. And to quickly see what it's going to look like when I make the dungeon, we're going to just have it where looping in both. Go here. So, in traditional view, oh, I need to add I need to add holes in the wall. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Actually, we can cut one of these tires because this top tire is going to be bottom tire. So we can actually shift this up one, which is subtracting 1. Then shift that down 1. Okay. So now that that has been readjusted, so that's normal view. And when you get in 4, you can see the entirety of the screen without the walls. And then as you're walking through, oh yeah, that looks very nice. And I like the pixel density. You're close enough to really read the detail of the sprites, but not close enough for it to be compact. Like you have good room around here. So I like that. So now we got all that sorted out. We want, what do our default resolution we want it to be? And I think we're gonna just shrink it up a little bit. We're gonna just have that fit perfectly, and then this will just slightly have black on top and black on bottom, which will be barely noticeable. So that will be nice. So we got our resolution how we wanted. I think I updated the options. No, I didn't. Boom. And if I expand this by 4, so 13 times 4 is 52. And 8 times 4 is 32. Yeah, that works. That's exactly what I was looking at. So then we just grab all of this. And if I hit fill, it should. Perfect. Oh, we can grab one from the side as well. You see that? It has double wall thickness. We could actually reduce the wall thickness by 1. So let's undo, can't undo everything. So this would be 13 by 8, and we're gonna make it 12 by 8. There we go. That can remain the same. If we hit play, what do we look at now? New. Okay, so now it's cutting off both of those, so we want to make the UI a little bit bigger than that. But it looks pretty good there, and it's really cutting off the top and bottom. So if we make the UI slightly bigger than the tire width-wise, we should be good. So if we wanted 9 times 48, that would be a width of 432. And a height would be 13 times 48, right? 624. Am I doing my math right? Nope, 12. We are going by 12. Well, we'll just up it by 1, see what happens. So that looks pretty nice. That looks standard. That looks weird. Ooh. Ooh! That's freaky! Look at this. If anyone's watching, this is freakily awesome. That's... Oh, that's so neat. I want to play around with that now. Okay, so yeah, my UI is not... Yeah, I have these flipped. These should be flipped. Yes, my width. Yes, my width is greater than my height. 432. But that was some freaky stuff we just saw. Which I need to adjust the UI a little bit. Doesn't look good in that res, but so that looks nice. We could actually shift it up 1, and that you'd be fine there. And when you go here, you get bars, and I don't like that. And this is a compact system. So let's just start scaling this up slowly. Keep the same ratio, but scale up the resolution. So what is the ratio? So we have 624 by 432 times, or equals, let's go, what is the standard? 816? Yeah. So let's go 816 over x, see what our x is going to be. X is that. What's an approximate for that? Okay. So let's try that. That'd be 816 over 816, 564. 816 564. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Get our resolution just how we want. That looks nice there. That doesn't look too bad. It's a little repetitive, but it doesn't scale to where we want. We also need a little bit more room on the GUI. Okay, let's try 624. Let's keep the ratio the same. See where the tires put us. I might need to make a new GUI. I don't want to, but... Oh, you know, that's why. The maximum tire width is this. So it's trying to squeeze to the maximum. If we go to edit, do 12 times 4 and 8 times 4, 48, 32. 48, 32. And if we were to just copy this bit and paste it everywhere, and then hit this, I'm almost certain it will scale a lot better now. Because now the max tire is not weird. Oh my gosh, look at that. Not what we really wanted, but that is nice. It scared it out. You can see 3 rooms. You can see all 9 rooms around you. Okay. We can shrink this guy down greatly, and that's gonna be how we fix that. Okay. Now we can start going down. Okay, so we wanted 12 by 48. No, we want 13 by 48 and 9 by 48. Which is those numbers. Okay, so that's where I was doing math wrong. Okay, so we want 624 and 432. Now, if everything's done correctly, we should have this compact a little bit and that compact a little bit, but it's still stretching out to the maximum. And that makes sense because it's showing all the tires that you can get. We might not use this plugin, because this is great in the sense of, like, if we were playing, come on, we have one too many tires. Oh no, we're down one. There we go. If you were playing like on this tiny of a screen, it would look great. Minus the poor menu. Yeah, we might just turn this one off. This would be great for towns, but because we're making a dungeon, I mean, it isn't the end of the world. Because to do this, you kind of have to map out that there is how do I want to do this? This is a great question. Because it's going to the maximum of the map. It's trying to squeeze the map into this window. And it's ignoring the GUI unless the GUI is smaller than the map. So either we make the map really big, or we make the map really tiny. So let me turn off my plugin real quick. We might regenerate this later. I just want to see what the default engine does with this. So, yeah. So this gives us black bars. In theory, it's going to fill out these black bars, but the thing is it's going to try to fill it out at the same ratio we are putting it in. Let's try this. Let's say, hey, make the GUI that big. Oh wait, we don't have our plugin on. Turn that plugin on. I had an idea. It's not scaling how I thought it did. Cool. Whoa. Who knows where we are? That's weird. There we go. So it's gonna scale the same ratio. No matter how big we make the GUI, it's gonna keep the same ratio. So, the other option is we take this shape and paste it there. And this is going to be 13 by 9. Okay, so we get a smaller thing. When we go here, it's going to show the duplicates of it because we're doing that. But if we go here, it still shows it. But if we don't have duplication, because we're going to break it up into different maps, which can be fun there. We can do some map manipulation there. So that's going to look like that, and that's going to look like that. Wait, is all plugin on? Yeah. Oh, because the thing is humongous. 20 by 20 for now. Okay. Oopsie. New game. Okay, we're just gonna take away this plugin. It's gonna be a nightmare to get guaranteed working how we want, and it's not really what we're looking for, because it looks like how we want it like this, but I really do like this zoomed in fashion though. Of course, the menu is going to be zoomed in. Give me a second. Let's see. 13 by 9. 13, 9 times 48. Okay, same ratio we've been playing with. So this would be 624, and this will be 432. Okay, new game. This looks good. Menu's crunched, so I'd have to redesign the menu. Menu's crunched. Yeah, so we're just gonna not use that plugin. Great for maps, not great for dungeons, because dungeons, either you want to not show everything, it's a nightmare. So, okay, we're gonna minimize that. We're gonna take, where's that plugin? Tile, nope, not tile event. We want the tile event. I have ideas for that. Tile-based scaling. We're just gonna take that, put it back, compile a new one. Put it in, replace the new one, done. All that's done. We're gonna go here, put looping back on, and it doesn't matter what the GUI is, we'll readjust. So if we turn that all off, go to new, that doesn't look too bad. It has the black bars though, I don't want the black bars. Okay, it is scaling based on the number of tires. It wants to scale to show as many tires at the same zoom. So either we make really big rooms, let's try something. Let's bring that plugin back. Okay, and we want this. Okay, drop that, done. Then we want to 48 and 30. 36? Yeah. Math is hard, guys. Okay. Okay. So that's the grid we want. If we jump in, wait. We want to reset this. So this will be 816 by 624. Because that's the default size. So on standard, it shouldn't change too much. Yeah. I did my math wrong, but if we move down here, that's what it's going to look like. That's not bad. Gives you a little preview in every room. Fine. And if we scale it, it gives a big preview to everything. This becomes humongous as well. So, how do we want to handle this? We can make this smaller. Is it taking inputs like that? Let's see. So if we make this the 624 by 432, that is the smallest screen ratio that we would want. New game. So, standing in the middle of a room. That's not bad. And if we stretch it out, there we go, we get that. Nope, 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 we're just... It's not good for dungeons. Or at least dungeons like I'm trying to make. Because we could do this. We could instead just go, where is it? Generate dungeon. Take that. Hit OK. Just dump the player in here, okay? So, 4-room dungeon. And when we scale out, it won't look bad. See? So we could make a really big dungeon that has an appearance that scales nicely. It will fill up the entire screen. We could do this. The issue, though, is you're going to get really weird, not nice looking dungeons. We don't need nice looking dungeons. We really just need the right number of rooms. So let's do that. Okay. So we want 19. Give me a second. We're going to go back. We want 19 by that. How many tires do we want the dungeon to be across? Or actually, no. 624. So if it's 624, X is going to be approximately 1109. Okay. Let's try that. Actually, we want the other way around. 816 by X. X is, that's a beautiful number. Okay, so this can be 816 again. This can be 624. And when you scale it, it's going to be 816 by 420. 459. 459. Okay. So if we go in here now, we're just going to go with this dungeon style. Not my original plan, but not the end of the world. So, new game. Scales it nicely. And I minimize it. So if I go big, still scaled pretty nicely. Nice even balance there. Okay. The only thing is I wanted to see what it looked like at 816. That's 816. It's a little crunched, but that's not bad because we can extend the menu a little bit. we have the room. We can extend that. So let's try 816 by 624. Let's try not changing the menu at all. Okay, so standard looks pretty nice. Menu looks pretty nice, and if we make it big, it still fits everywhere, and the menu is very spaced out, but it fits. Compact, fits. And if we turn off the plugin, then you get black bars. So if we turn it off, just to show you guys what the alternate thing is. Okay, so this looks fine, but you get these black bars, but this will fit, and it fits nicely. So what do we need to do to get it to fit appropriate on the other one? We would need to scale it out, right? Increase the width? 10,000? Not 10,000, 1,000? So, initially, scaled nicely, the menu button's gone. Nope, scaling the width was not the solution. 816. But we want this, so 400. So now the height is shrunk. So when it's here, it's going to make the thing look weird. This menu is going to be tight. But when you go here, yeah, no change. Oh wait, we don't have a plugin on. Plug on. Plug on. So here looks a little tight, but we can adjust that maybe. When we go big, it doesn't look as tight. It's still very wide, but that's because you're widescreen. Let's try something. Give me a second. We're gonna go through all of this. I need to find Visual stuff. There it is. Sample, JS, plugins, okay. So we're just gonna grab all these plugins. Some of them are gonna break, I know that much, but for the time being, gonna just dump them in here because we don't need the event move. I know that one's gonna break, but the main menu plugin is the one I'm more concerned about. So we're gonna call, done, and the menu one. Menu inner style. Let's go. We have a wider screen than we have it. So we want vertical. Let's try portrait. Let's just try these as we go. Okay. So we're going to go back and adjust this to standard. Because we just want the menu to look good. the map's gonna look decent. It's not gonna get cut off anywhere. Hello, Vigistella. Bye-bye. Thank you. So, that looks fine. That is not bad. And if we go 4 screen, it's a little scappy. These don't scale nicely, but not the end of the world. So that's not bad. Are these mimicking each other? That is strange. I don't know how Vigistella is doing that, but okay. So let's try vertical. Okay. New game. Oop. This looks identical to what we had. Yeah. Okay. So vertical and portrait are identical, at least from my perspective. I'm just curious. What if I delete that? Nope, there we go. That was a glitch on my part. Okay. So that's gonna look horrific, isn't it? No! Actually, it doesn't. That doesn't look bad there. It doesn't show all the data, though, for whatever reason on here, but when you make it 4 screen, it actually shows you more data. That's interesting. Okay, so we're most likely gonna use Vigistella's main menu core. Just gotta find the one I want. Solo is not gonna be it. Let's try thin or horizontal, maybe? We might have to write some custom code to get the menu just how we want it. Did I mess up again? No. Thin just doesn't look different. Thicker. I like how, at least from my quick memory, it doesn't look like they had a default setting. Okay. I actually don't like that. I think I know what we're going to do. Because if I go portrait, and then if I go here, and I need a proper text editor. Thank you. Boom. Okay. And we need to choose JavaScript. There we go. Okay, draw text, that's fine. Draw actor level, draw class, draw actor icon, draw gauges. There we go. Draw graphics. We are gonna go rectangle dot width. I don't know what rectangle is in this argument. let's see. Oh wait. Control F. Okay, or not. Select all. The great thing about a proper text editor, boom. Okay. There is none in here. Are you... Yep, nothing. Just some version control. Some new things. Terms. Code to use to draw. Nice. You don't explain what rectangle is. Okay, cool. So, we're just gonna take some experimentations here. Because basically I want to make the pictures bigger. So if you go here, these are, this isn't portrait. This is vertical. Why does this not seem to be changing for me? Oh, we could also do that too. Portrait. Maybe it's vertical we want. One of these is the one I wanted. Okay. New. Nope, it's not that one. Okay. Make everything portrait style. Oh, wait. Choose how the actor's status looks. Oh, okay. I messed up. It was my issue. So this is going to make the actors look in portrait. Yep. But when I go into a menu, it's vertical. Allegedly. But if we go portrait, portrait, now the style shouldn't change except when we go into a menu. Yep, that looks right. And then if I go to style, portrait, nope, didn't change. I don't read the terms of use. Okay, main map program, blah blah. Okay, actor commands, fine. I don't. Group target select, general status, submenus, plugin for command list, party time window, variable window, command style, status. Okay. Choose how the content. Yep. Choose which graphics you want. Okay, fine. Inner menu. Choose. What is inner menu like? Skill. Oh, scene item and scene skill. Okay. Portrait, portrait, so both of these should look similar. Okay, so that's portrait, and this is portrait, apparently. Both of these are portrait mode. Okay, so let's go crazy mode and go, hey, let's do solo on the inside. Fine. This doesn't look different. I'm gonna keep it this way just because the scale looks better. But because when the map scales, it will. Because if I don't do it, the menu looks weird, and I don't have time to make a custom menu to scale nicely. Hey KV Kingdom, it's more of real. If I turn off these, I'll show you real quick. We had a bunch of scaling issues, and I realized my plugin was really good for towns, but not necessarily good for dungeons. So it looks good here. When you scale it out, you still can see things. It scales it perfectly fine, but the menu looks, I mean, the menu's going to have basically the same amount of space BYOGJ's menu's going to have. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a lot of blanks either way because the menu is set to this. So either we make the default screen larger. So, example, 1920 by 1080, 1920 by 1080. Is approximately how big my screen size is. Whoopsie. You have to wait for everything to load up nicely, which works fine if you're not switching scenes at the same time. There we go. So this looks fine. So, like, do we care about the empty space in the menu? Basically is the question. You know what? Nope, we're not gonna care. We're not gonna care about it. I'll work on maybe a custom menu later on. It scales nicely. We can play around with dungeons. 8, 16, 624. Because even BYOGJ 1 doesn't scale to the right way. I might need to create a dynamic scaling menu one day. Because it looks great here, but when you make it bigger, you're going to have this gap. And I mean, it's not really that much space. This is really compact. It scales the map perfectly fine. I was more worried about the tyro scaling and stuff. So let's play around with some dungeon generation now. So if we take this image, scale it down, we can start playing around with some stuff. So it's not difficult. So it's because when I do web design, I use percentage base. Everything is percentage based. These aren't 48 by 48 pixels. These are 100, or these are X percentage based pixel ratios, so that when you scale the map up, instead of going like, hey, how big is this picture? It just goes, oh, scale this tire up big, which is great. I can demonstrate that real quick. But RPG Maker doesn't default to that. So like, this shouldn't be an X number of pixels. This should be scaling. This R is scaling. This menu, like this width, is a scaled percentage. That's why it doesn't show like a gap between this. Ugh. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Most people aren't even going to have it be anything other than a unique size. This one allows you just to scale it to whatever size Drifty wants. So if he wants it to be weird shaped like this, it will. And the map will scale accordingly. So it's fine. I will make this plugin better over time. We don't have the time. Okay. We want 9 rooms at least. So it's generating 4 rooms. If I go generate another dungeon, rooms, add margins, wide passages, actually it doesn't matter about margins, generates 3 rooms. We're actually not going to have margins, because I want battlers. Or no. Yeah, we don't want margins, we don't want wide passages. 3 rooms. These are huge rooms, though. What happens if I go maze? I wonder if I go maze and just start cutting out things, would that work? So like if I was like, okay, this kind of makes a room in itself, so we'll just go, not that. Oopsie. Make that into a room. Close this. Grab here. Boom. And then make that into a room. But I'm basically getting the same effect I'm getting before. No, we're not going to do that. Okay. We're going to make our own. We're going to make our own. Just grab some shapes. We want 9. Fine. Nope, too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fine. I don't like this shape at all. Fine. Okay. Then we're just going to draw some pads. I like this T idea here. Let's make this go that way. Have a path coming out this way. Make this have no additional paths. Same with here. Actually, we'll make this bypass that room entirely. This can come that way. Actually, I think that could look really neat. And have this go out this way, come down, connect here, have, or not have, we'll have this one come out, and it's going to come out here, and actually it could come out immediately, go there. We'll have this one come down. Just trying to match out. There we go. This one can go all the way over here. Okay, do we want anything else? I think we have it where 3 entrances and exits go from every path. So maybe this one goes out like that. No, you'll easily see that one. That one's a nice one. Just because we're going to have a wall here. Okay, I think we want a path coming out of this one. No, actually, we'll make that the path. Okay, and then that can go this way. And then this one can actually have 2 on one side. I think everyone has 3 at least coming out, except this guy. Ooh, we could do a trick. Let's do it. So, have this guy come out this way, go pretty far, then over. No, it needs to go over the other way. No, that works. Now we're really messed them up. Right? Now. So it goes over. If you're following the long path, you're most likely in the wrong direction, basically. Which, you know what? We could actually make these all ridiculous paths. So let's do that. Let's make